Uh, Chiefs' big win over the Buffalo Bills. I think anyone who thought Buffalo had a chance in this game is just delusional, Pat. Just because I think the Chiefs
I
are
bet
just
on the
on another
Bills.
level, man. Travis Kelce had 118 yards and Tyreek Hill had 172 in one game, the both of them. And
Mhm.
Mahomes threw for what, 400 yards or something like that, or very close to it.
Yeah.
How do you can't slow them down no matter what.
Yeah.
I think Tampa Bay could 2 weeks from now. But what are you guys' biggest takeaways from this game, either when it comes to Buffalo or Kansas City?
I'll go.
You want to go? Yeah.
um, yeah, I think for me anyway, I was a big Bills Mafia guy going into this week.
We don't
I think that's mostly just because we haven't seen the real Chiefs really. I mean, we saw them in the divisional round against the Browns, but even then Mahomes went down. We haven't really seen like the real Chiefs the second half of the year. It seems like they were just kind of playing on cruise control. Like they had some close games with like the Falcons and the Dolphins, like some teams that aren't really at their level. Whereas the Bills were just like an absolute wagon going down the stretch. Nothing was really slowing them down. Not to say that they were better than the Chiefs, but I think there was a lot of reason for people to get, or people such as myself, to get swept up in like the Bills hype train because they were just playing very good football on both sides of the ball. But I think Kansas City really just they do what they do. They execute. They don't make mistakes, and if they don't make mistakes, you're not going to beat them. So. The Bills had. I'm pretty sure they had a couple turnovers. I actually didn't get to watch much of the game, but you really can't do much against Kansas City unless you're forcing turnovers. You need a miracle if you're basically any team playing the Chiefs, besides the Raiders somehow. You need a lot of things to go right for you, and unfortunately that didn't happen for the Bills. Great team, and that just goes to show that Kansas City is such a well-run team, so many good players, doing exactly what they have to do in order to win. I think it's about what we expected at the start of the season. Kansas City just ran through the entire AFC, so tough loss for the Bills, but just goes to show you how good the Chiefs really are. People were sleeping on them, and they just kind of punched everybody in the mouth.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right in what you were saying. Like, to me personally, I think the Browns hype train was way overblown. Like, I thought there's no way in hell that the Browns beat the Chiefs. Like, I thought it was going to be kind of a blowout. With the Bills hype train, I think it's completely legit. Like, it was going to be a game, and it's not like the Bills were riding some wave. I mean, they're a very good team. Like, the Patriots are going to struggle to win the division for the next couple of years, without a doubt. Like, it's not even if they go and grab a good quarterback that comes out of or from free agency, I should say. I think they're still going to struggle to win just because of how good Buffalo is. But I mean, you hit on all the points. It's just I think you need a veteran quarterback to beat the Chiefs, someone who knows them pretty well. And obviously in the Super Bowl, once we preview it next week, you'll see that, on the other side is Tom Brady, and he knows the Chiefs probably better than any other quarterback in the league. But I think when you have guys like Josh Allen, who are still, I would say, on the inexperienced side in terms of playoff football, just because they don't have, he's only got a handful of games that he's played. When you have someone like Tom Brady, who's been here for 20 years and has seen all the different types of defenses and everything they can throw out at him, he knows how to play against Andy Reid and these, veteran coaches who are just scheming constantly. For Mahomes, this will be the first. I think this will be the big test because he faces Baker Mayfield. Okay, I mean Mayfield, struggled a lot in the beginning of the year and then kind of picked it up at the end. He's still, again, inexperienced quarterback. Allen, MVP candidate, but still, it's playoff football. It's a different breed. Now you have Tom Brady, and he's the guy that. Like we say the final boss with Mahomes, it's kind of a final boss for Mahomes on the other side too with Tom Brady. So yeah, like Anthony said, we expected this. The Bills shouldn't walk away from this thinking like we should have had that. I think it's just a matter of the KC is just too potent on offense, and the Bills are growing, and they're growing into someone that can compete with the Chiefs for the future.
Yeah, I would like to just build off that. The Bills really shouldn't hang their heads at all after that game. They had, not nearly as much to lose as the Chiefs did. Going to the season, like the Bills were seen as like a good team. but nobody expected them to be nearly as good as they were. The fact that they made it all the way to the AFC Championship, like Josh Allen didn't have nearly as much to lose as Mahomes did, and honestly, Mahomes it seemed like he was playing to prove that, he's worth all the money that he got. He's worth all the hype. Allen, I love Josh Allen and the Bills. They impressed me, but it just seems to me that the Chiefs are, when they put their foot on the gas, it's like
They don't
near
let off.
impossible. It's near impossible to beat them. Like they looked near perfect that game. Mahomes wasn't making any mistakes. Hill was playing at his full level. Kelsey was playing like the best tight end in the league, like he did all season. It's just that offense is so unstoppable that I don't really see how the Bills were seen as like competitors to them. I thought it was going to be a Chiefs win no matter what. Didn't really know how close I thought it was going to be, but this team, I don't like talking about the Chiefs.
Too good.
Yeah, they're not fair. They're not fair.
Yeah.
For the NFL.
Especially when you play against them in Madden. And